What's up everybody, hello and welcome to Frostpunk, the last autumn, day 35 it is still, and yeah, we are at minus 20 degrees now. We still have to produce a few of those steam exchangers, like 3 more than that I need to order, and then we are at 25 and can build the second thermal hull. We have a new thing here, the tension grows, the last delivery ships will depart in 2 days, and it's obvious that your people know something's afoot. Sedition is in the air and it may be wise to prepare for the worst. Yeah, let's guard the docks. Discontent is not a problem in this scenario as far as I can see. So 2 more days and then the last ship will go. So that means then no more steel and stuff like that. Quite interesting what we can do then. Since we do need lots of steel for the promise fulfilled to give people time to rest, maintaining normal working hours, and hope rises, so motivation in that case. Not much though, so really we should get so much more out of this one here. It's still minus 30 now. And that means also that I can have some long working hours again, which we definitely will do, because motivation is gone already anyway, so I don't care. What we really need is working hours, so let's also have them working here, especially the steel, much longer, till 8 o'clock. And here we could of course go with that route now, so that makes sense. You know, having the overseer's inspections, so +1 strike risk for 24 hours, but also plus 20% motivation. And what is if a strike happens? Well, it costs us 100 food rations, and we do have so much food that we're wasting right now because we're not building any resource depots, but we do need the steel. So 3 more steam exchanges, that's it then. And we can also use the steel right now that we have there for the panopticum. The future, what is it? The future of the city which will bloom here is at stake. We will use all means to ensure that every single soul works with all their strength for the completion of the generator. And yeah, we have to build it here. That's an interesting building. The panopticum. And there it is. It's a huge one around the generator. And it's being built now by the workers, who will then be under observation. Ice Plateau. After the track disappeared under the ice, we followed its general direction for a couple of miles, seeing nothing on the horizon, then backtracked and fanned out, trying to find the place where the track comes back up. It seems that it does not. Where did the track lead? We might never know. And we lost the track. That's the end of it on this one here. So we still have the storehouse over there. Takes a bit of time to get there. And this one's still going for just one, but look at how frozy it is looking now. So the frost is getting harder. Panopticum has been built, so motivation goes up there again just a bit, but not enough, so we can't really go for the next stage there anymore. We could have forced labor now, raises efficiency wherever only convicts work by 100%. Not important at all, it's just really a promise here. Plus it also looks really cool, right? That we have it now here in the middle, watching the generator. That's definitely something interesting. Now, we don't have any steel, but we do have quite capped on the food, so let's also have another resource depot just for the food over here. And also a few more workers on the coal, since I'm pretty sure we'll need it. Snowy hills. Searching the area, we found some resources scattered around. The fugitives must have left all inessential supplies behind to lighten their load before entering the hills. There's no telling what happened to them, but considering the remoteness of this land and the harsh climate, they're likely to die of starvation and exposure before finding help. Lots of resources, and that's the end of it here too. Let's send them back. The outpost team, the first one, with quite a lot of steel. I'm really happy about that. And day 36, the last day with only minus 20 degrees. And it's also getting quite cold now in the tents then soon. Heater efficiency upgrade is being researched right now. We do have quite the coal consumption, and we probably will need a third charcoal kiln. That I'm going to build here. So we do have enough wood anyway, and before we waste it, let's just use it to produce more coal. Heater efficiency has been upgraded, and I think with the lowers, or with that one here, the braziers. Advanced reloading, no, I don't think we need anything here anymore, but the heat is important. Healthcare insulation. Let's go with that. We got 25 steam core, steam things there, steam exchangers. Let's build the second thermal hull. Is active now. Let's reassign the workers here in the middle to that. Do I still have some workers somewhere? Yeah, on the food here, for example. Could have them. We could order more workers for the last time if we want to, but I don't think we need to. Some steam cores might be appreciated though, and some prosthesis for the last time. And over here, let's also increase food rations one more time. Last orders. Sir, with the impending interruption of navigation, this is our last window to order resources through the telegraph station. Afterwards, there won't be enough time for the shipment to come through before the temperature drops. And I already did place the order there for the last time. And I think we will also lose the fishing harbors soon now. Right, this one here is at 75% progress. We should be finished with that soon. And there is the third charcoal kiln now. And we probably will want to have a few workers on it once this site here is completed, because then we have lots of free workers. For the law, I don't think that there is anything anymore that we could do. The class segregation I will not do, because that just... well, engineers will have higher motivation. And it would give me better buildings. But no, let's not do that for now. Right, we do get a few sick here, but no problem so far. And the foragers have returned to the city. That caps my resources quite a bit. I'm happy to see that. And yeah, we can actually also say bye-bye to them. We can disband them. Disband them, that gives me back 15 workers, and we can use them right away on the charcoal kilns there. Right, that's important. And yeah, we are also capped on steel. I'm quite surprised by that. So let's have a resource depot. Let's have actually a few more of them. And day 37, temperatures drop now for real, and I think it's time for the braziers. I think we have to use them now. Minus 30. And yes, it's chilly now in the tents. And minus 40 is also coming. We do need now heaters here at the reloading stations too, because we definitely don't want to have any sick workers there. And what I can also see is that the sickness is rising, so we also need another infirmary. And we'll have one over here. And probably since we have the steam core, we could also say, let's have one, well, I guess, over here. Right, so two infirmaries there to treat the sick. And other than that, we just will have, well, heaters activated in those areas here. Very good, so that's fine so far. I think for those things here, then we have one more here for the overseer station, also here. Factory and inspectorate does need one, the cookhouse needs one, and what? The bathhouse too, okay. So the bathhouse will also need some heating there themselves. How is that affecting my coal? It's looking good so far. But what we need now, especially for the night then, is the braziers. Right, so we need to start with them. And this is going to be quite expensive then, having them. Especially for the coal. What's happening here? 6 more hours, so this one should be finished soon. And yeah, let's boost the healing rate here in the infirmary. The last shipment is coming in now with some steam cores and prosthesis. There it is. That has been the last one. And also... No, this one's still on the track somewhere out there, right? Yeah. Far away from us. Very far away. Very good. Oh, more steam cores. The sign over the entrance says Ministry de la Marine et des Colonies, Entrepôt à Quatre. And it's not surprising that other nations also seek refuge in the north, but the scale of this operation is astonishing. An ancient storekeeper opens a big ledger at our site. The old man apparently took us for French engineers. And bonjour, monsieur. Voici, well, I don't know what he says there actually. He seems to offer us a shipment of the steam cores. But what the heck is a crève-neige? Oh, he asked if it's possible that this is enough for that. Nod and sign the papers. And explain the misunderstanding. It's getting colder. He's asking if it's enough to repair the crève-neige. And we have to think, do we want to lie to him and get the steam cores? Or explain the misunderstanding? Let's do that. Last time we did that, something good happened. Honestly, above all, we told the storekeeper about his mistake. For a moment, we weren't sure whether he's about to burst into anger or tears. Then he closed his ledger and muttered a single sentence before he left. Merci, monsieur. And he says that we're honorable. So, right, that's that. Let's go for the rusting rails. So that is a bit what I can decipher with my school French that I have. And healthcare insulation is researched. Very good. And what I wanted to do is the radiator extension by 50%. So we can extend them. We don't have to build so many of them, you know. Right, so it's now comfortable in those tents at least. With those braziers. And we should be finishing now the thermal hut first. The first one. Cold homes. Let's heat some homes. Nope. Again, you should never do that promise. Because temperature is going to drop as well in 2 days. And then we certainly broke the promise. Thermal hub 1 is complete. Very good. We have now the full force working on thermal hut number 2. And yeah. The last ships are leaving, I think. The last ships. As the last ships prepare to leave under the watchful eye of the armed overseers, a group of desperate people charges the docks. Intent on forcing their way aboard the ships, they won't stop unless we use force. 15% workers and engineers will leave, motivation will fall greatly. 5% workers and engineers will get hurt, discontent will rise greatly. Let them go. We do have enough workers, you know. And I don't care about that. So we do have quite a few workers there still left, because the, look at that, 60 are available still. So it's fine to leave them. If I don't want them to leave, or if I would stop them, I'm pretty sure that they would riot at some point or something like that. So it's fine that we are not doing that. What I can see though is that the fishing harbor is now frozen. Right? I mean, there it's frozen here to see. The ships are leaving. The music is getting more dramatic. I'm pretty sure something's bad is happening there. Yeah, we are going for minus 40. That's the bad thing. At least we will be able to finish the thermal hut on time. And we do have now quite a few infirmaries ready. So I want to use some of the engineers. We don't need that much researching anymore. And some of them from this building here to use on the infirmaries there. So we have 2 infirmaries active now. I'm just checking if we have any engineers anywhere else left. But it looks fine. Very good. So we do have 3 infirmaries. 1 more we can activate if we have the engineers. So in this case, I think we're going to leave that overseer station empty for now. And the fishing harbors shouldn't have any. Nope. So we can also have this overseer station here and use them on the infirmary. And we are all alone. The camp wakes up in an eerie silence. With the last ships gone, we can no longer count on any outside support. No supplies, no mail, no way to evacuate in an emergency. We are on our own, and motivation will fall even more each morning. Yeah, it's day 38, and this means now that we are totally on ourselves. No fishing anymore, so we can just wait until 8 o'clock there. But nope, nothing is happening here anymore, so I'm going to turn them off. We still have the outpost teams. What a game. I have to say that again and again. Beautiful atmosphere, music, graphics. The whole thing comes together so nicely. And yeah, we're on our own now, so we still have a few resources here left. You know, some steel piles, some wood piles. Power hungry, sir. With the cold upon us, people are getting worried about food shortage. There are complaints that the overseers are abusing their authority to control the food rations distribution, putting themselves ahead of everyone else. No, they know what's best. It doesn't matter anymore, you know, motivation is gone anyway. And we do have enough food though, so that's not a real problem. We're just now really working on this one here, so we can have the protective structures there to make it safe at least. We do have them, we can use them. And it's now 1 day and 10 hours before we finish this one here. And then it's really interesting what happens, right? What happens then? Can we use the generator then? I hope so. And as we can see, it comes really good together here. I love that. A little bit of warmth. So the people working on the construction side really appreciate that you turned the heater on. Most of them are complaining that they can barely feel the heat from their workstations. Allowing us to take short breaks to warm ourselves up would go a long way. While heating is on the construction side, workers will work less efficiently but will get less likely to get ill. Let's do that. We are ahead of schedule, you know, so it's better to work slowly and with less sick. Because from now on, we are also not getting any more people, so we can't really lose anyone. That should be our paramount motivation here. Rustling rails, there's nothing over here, and thus we have also depleted this point of interest here, so no more points of interest. Let's send the second outpost team back home. They've got some steam cores with them, some rations and some steel composites on day 38. Right, we will also not be using any more workers here at the advanced docks. They are now empty. And the workday 38 is over now. So we are going for minus 40 degrees now. I haven't researched this one here as far as I can see. So I don't know why they're not researching that any more quickly. So we do need more braziers now for the next day. Let's build them. And since we don't have that many workers anymore, I don't think we need braziers everywhere, since not all the tents here, as you can see, house inhabitants. So once the real cold comes, we'll just destroy houses that are not being used anymore. So we don't need to waste coal that much. And there are more braziers are coming up now. Very good. Looking good there. So it's warm in those tents, at least for now. But minus 50 is also coming soon. We could, however, since we do have a bit of resources there, supercharge this plant there, but who knows really. And day 39 is upon us, and thus minus 40 degrees. Okay, it's still livable in the tents, but it's the last time. We do have the charcoal kilns, let's activate the heaters on them too. On the workshop, on the cookhouses, of course.
Get to work immediately.
But yep, it is cold now. But we have 3 infirmaries. As soon as someone is sick, we can treat them right away. Okay, work continues on the thermal hut. It is safe, but it is chilly. Can we have a brazier here, actually? Yes, that would work. But I don't think so. We are ahead of schedule anyway, that's fine. What else could we do? How's the coal consumption looking? Yeah, it's okay. There's no more resources here at the reloading station. Let's turn it off. Crazed preacher, sir, a crowd is gathering by the generator around a tall, wiry man who's shouting, gesticulating wildly. We built this tower of Babel against the God of our Lord, and now his wrath has kindled against us. So he sent this great frost to smite us. Repent, lay down your tools and pray. Most people are just gazing, but what a few kneel next to him. Yeah, let him be. And then we researched the radiator extension that pushes it once more. But now all the houses here should be under our control, under heat. Very good. And actually, I think we could actually shut one off. No, we'll just keep it like that for now. Actually, no. Let's have the range 1 there still active. Just costs too much. We can leave this one here on and this one here. Let's have a look. That's still fine. Very good. Alrighty, day 39 is coming to an end. The last outpost team is... No, actually the second last, right? We still have one more. Yep, far away. We are totally capped on resources. Coal is looking good so far. But I'm really curious at what happens when we finish the generator and the real cold begins. Stay tuned.